back to the Pair Pod. Thank you all for supporting the last episode. We had a fucking unbelievable listenership for the last episode, so very much appreciate that. Bit of a special one today. I am joined by, just so everyone knows, this is like a big deal for me. I am joined by Irish musician Malaki. Malaki, thank you so much for joining me today.
Sam, thank you so much for having me. I'm absolutely honoured to be here.
That's remarkable.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, as I said, you're outside, like if I get a bit weird, it's just because...
Weird's good, man.
Yeah,
weird's
weird's
my
good.
vibe.
Yeah,
Let's
good.
do it.
Weird's good. All right, good.
Fuck being normal.
Yeah, 100%. As I was saying to you outside, I shout out to my friend Kev. He actually got engaged this week, and Kev was the guy who showed me your music. He showed me your song called Fair Play. And I remember genuinely, I think we were in the car outside the gym, and he was like, man, this shit is crazy. You need to listen to the song. And it has like beautiful instrumental at the start, and then just this Dublin accent just cuts through it. And then just when you think like, all right, I've heard, all right, this is unbelievable, never heard anything like this nasty guitar solo, you know, and I was like, man, this is fucking unbelievable. And since then, man, I've been a fan, and obviously I've used your music in fucking videos and blogs and all this kind of stuff. And then even just the idea that you'd come on this podcast is fucking sick. So thank you so much, man.
My pleasure.
It's unreal. I did a little bit of research on you, as I tried to do when I'm about to do a podcast, and I listened to some of the interviews you've done, and you did mention in one of your interviews that you did that you didn't really grow up in a musical family. So where did the idea for music come from?
I mean, I don't know if it came from like an idea, but you're dead right, Sam. I didn't grow up in a musical family. Like a lot of Irish families are inherently musical because I think it's just in our genetics, in our makeup, it's in our communities, confirmations, everywhere. My family didn't have the guitar, that old man drunk singing, or, you know, a piano in the room. We just didn't have that. But what I did have was an older brother, a good bit older now, 8 years older than me, and he passed down music to me. I don't think I could say, you know, he was a role model because we were very different. But in terms of musical influences, he showed me everything. So I always thank him for that. So, for example, I walked into the room one day. Don't know if anyone else had this, but I had a computer. Like you had one desktop in the house. It was smack bang center.
It used to be in here behind me in my mum's office. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't have that. There was no walls around ours. So it was whatever you were playing, everyone was going to hear it. So what I heard from upstairs was like these low tone bass sounds. And I was probably about 9 or 10. And I think at that stage, you just used to listen to MTV and what comes on the UK Top 40 or whatever. But this was different. And we had those old little dingy speakers coming off this desktop, this ancient desktop. And I walked down the stairs and entered the kitchen, which was like one big room as well with a living room, the desktop there, my brother on it. And he has typed into it, A Tribe Called Quest, Electric Relaxation. Yeah, exactly. And that song, once I heard that, I was like, what is this? And he was like, my brother was like, this is Fife Dog, man. And I was like, okay, I can get behind this. The more I listened to it, I was just hooked. And I'm not sure if I started off any other style, it would have sat or I would have gravitated to it as quick.
What a way to start, like. What a standard to set for your musical taste. Like.
Let's be honest, like, I mean, they are incredible, but their rhyming style is, anyone could enjoy it. It's almost nursery. I got the like, it's just easy on the ears.
Yeah.
And from there, I was hooked. So I never had musical around me or in my home or my family. Now my sister sung a lot, but it was never something that I thought I would do because it was just on my doorstep. Yeah.
And when you have, it's interesting, I was looking up, I just, for the sake of, I didn't think anything would come from it, I looked up what like Malaki, like what the definition of Malaki is, if it has a meaning. And messenger was one of the things that came up. Was that something you thought about when you came up with the name?
Exactly. It was what came up as well. But I didn't know what it meant until I looked it up.
Had you decided on the name before you looked it up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Do you know when you have those? Do you know when you have those things when you're younger? Like, if I'm going to be an author, it's going to be this name.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be a celebrity, it's this name. I knew it was going to be Malaki once I started music. Even just before, I remember releasing the first song. I went for a walk around the block with my mate, and we were like, thinking of ideas, and I was like, man, it's got to be Malaki. He didn't like it at the time, but I was like, it has to. Like, I've said it to myself for as long as I could remember. And there was a poignant part where myself and a friend of mine were piss drunk up in a stand in Dublin, and we were just speaking about those things, that what we would call ourselves if the moment came. And I said Malaki, and I remember just years later him being at a gig being like, look at you now. And I'm like, yeah, see, there you go. So I don't know. I think keep those little fantasies you have as a kid, because you never know.
But like, even the way you, like your music, you talk about a lot of serious and poignant things in your music, and you do deliver a lot of like learnings and thoughts in your music.
Okay.
So to have Messenger, as that turns out to be definitely, it's just weird the way those kind of things come.
You're right.
You're not just rapping about, I don't know, whatever it is.
Money, clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You do talk about serious topics and deliver your thoughts on things. So for Messenger, it's just interesting that came after.
I definitely adopted it afterwards, Sam. And there was a young boy character in a book called Angela's Ashes, and it was made into a film. And there was a young character called Malaki in it, and he always stood out to me. I just loved the name.
Yeah,
Malaki.
it sounds sick.
The name. I changed the spelling. I apologize to my Irish Gaelgoers out there, but I thought K looked better than CH in
I agree.
lights.
It does. I agree. Can we talk a little bit about like your production in general and the way you put music together? And like, I know it's obviously different to every single song you do. So like, if we just because it was the first song I heard, if you take Fair Play, for instance, the way that song is put together and the production end of it, how much when you're putting that song together, like I think you have a producer you work with quite regularly or quite consistently, or is there a variety of people you work with?
There's a variety, but at that stage, Sam, it was primarily Matthew Harris, and he was the mind behind the production. Myself and we wrote the lyrics, we knew what we wanted to do, we knew the idea, a collaboration, playful, hip-hop, definitely hip-hop style with some jazz influences.
Yeah.
And we wanted it to feel playful between the two characters. So, I mean, Matthew really composed the essence of the song, but like we were in the room, we were adding elements, we were figuring out ideas, but you know, when it comes to even the acoustic version, that was all Matthew.
Yeah.
You know, and that to me just stands out as the multi-instrumentalist. If you have that in your ammunition, or you know someone who is that, they're kind of unstoppable. Like, they can really do whatever. And that was an influence to what I would like in the future.
Does that put like pressure on you to an extent when you're first or when you're making music, when you hear, you're like, oh fuck, this is special. Even if it's like the instrumental side, you're like, okay, I need to deliver something outstanding.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a good question because when I hear a hip hop beat, I'm like, okay, time to spit.
Yeah.
But when I hear something like a Fair Play song,
something beautiful,
I'm like, time to write something actually that could change my life.
Yeah.
The trajectory of my day.
Yeah.
Or someone else's.
That pressure's nuts.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's what you take on board. It's let's do it.
Yeah.
I like a challenge. I remember telling some new producers I was working with, I was like, don't use drums. Stop going straight to drums. Wait for the end to put in the drums and we'll figure it out. Because once you put drums in a hip hop track, you usually know your rhythm and flow.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a challenge.
Do you have when you're putting, for instance, the start of it, I've been drinking just way too. Do you hear that or if Lucy does that, do you then go, oh yeah, that's it. That's the start of it. Like how, I always wonder, like when you first put something together, how do you know that's the thing that's going to work versus like, that might just be the one of 10 things you try. Like what, is there a little like click in your head or something where you go, yeah, okay, that's it. That's it. Is it just a feeling inside you? You're like, yeah, that's what needs to go there.
Oh, a lot of it is all feeling.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, sometimes it falls into place. And I mean, a lot of the time it's accidental things you hear and you're like, ooh, that'd be really good. But for something like the beginning of that song, it had to have been her vocal. And it was actually a humming of the melody. And that just already brings you in because you're like, oh, okay, I'm sucked in. When do you ever hear a humming melody to pull you in a song? It's like Fugees-esque, you know, it was very different.
It didn't seem like you were in a rush either, which is lovely in your music. Like you're not like, we need to catch these guys in 5 seconds.
True.
You're like, I'm going to sit in this for a second.
It's such a journey of a song, and you're right. Like you've reminded me of the like Matthew just killing it on the guitar.
Ridiculous.
I think all of that just came into place, and we didn't know what we had at the time when it was released, Sam, because it very quickly did numbers. And a lot of that was because it was a great song, but it was during the height of COVID. I was living in London with my girlfriend at the time. They were both in Dublin, and we released it and we didn't think much of it. We looked at the numbers, the streams, we were like, okay. And then we looked at like the Irish charts and it was going up and we're like, oh, okay. We realized we had something special then. But at the time, it was so chaotic that we kind of just went along with it and kept releasing. So it worked out in our favor.
Does that, previous to that, like what was has your ambition always been like, this is what I want to do full time? Or was it at some stages like, this is just my creative outlet, something I like to do, but you know, we might never make it? Or have you always, is still your burning ambition to be like, I want to be a full-time musician?
Oh, it still definitely is. Yeah. But the word make it, I'm not sure.
Yeah, what that is.
Yeah, sure. I'm still not sure what that is. But I think making it to me is different to the next person. Like people in America have an idea of what making it is. I really just want to be able to live in a home and live off my music and have a studio out back.
Sick.
Yeah, and that is
That's living the dream.
And invite collaborators into this space, like the Shangri-La in Rick Rubin in LA. He has this iconic space in Los Angeles in the hills that he just invites people in and they create there. Like that's the dream for me.
It's nice to have it as simple as that. You know what I mean? Like I think people it's so easy now with social. I talk about social media so much. I sound like such a fucking loser. But
it's everywhere.
It is. It's so, everything's so glamorized right now in terms of like income and making a ton of money, and like to be anyone of note, you have to be making this much or whatever this is. And like, I feel I'm the exact same as you. Like before, I've always wanted to live in this house and have this house back. Like when my parents separated, we kept this house and rented it out.
Nice.
And I was like, if I could just live in this house with my missus and have kids here, and this is my home, and I could sustain ourselves, I'd be like, that's it. I've done it.
That's
beautiful. I mean? And it hasn't grown into anything else in the whole time. My ambition hasn't grown much higher than that. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
Definitely not. And as well as that, like what's that? You would end up having 2 generations here through your life. And I mean, if they wanted to as well, you are saving them of dealing with the market that we're in right now. And yourself. I mean, it's unfortunate the way things panned out for you, but it's fortunate that it is.
Oh, listen, it is. Yeah, man, 100%.
I'm really happy to hear that, bro, because all my brother and sister have just left my house and it's just me, my mom, my dad.
How's that?
I mean, it was easier when we could split up the jobs and it was more obvious if I wasn't doing something. But, you know, I'm still staying there. And if there's people listening to this going, why still live to this man? Just come to Dublin.
So does everyone, man.
Yeah.
So does everyone. What are you talking about?
Come to Dublin. There's rent being paid,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Don't be fucking taking the piss. When you're, it's weird that you have, I saw in your stories there just and I followed you that like you work part-time in hospital.
Yeah, man.
What has that done for you in terms of writing, if anything? Like even just seeing, like what's your job? Are you a porter in the hospital?
I am.
Yeah.
I work as a porter on the wards. It is stability, Sam. You know, it does not influence my music that I can think of in any way. Well, of course, if I try to, but really it's stability. Like in times where my mental health is dipped, it's giving me right routine, extra bit of pocket money. And I get to work with people. I love working with people. And that was what my first job I wanted to be was a special needs assistant. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to do until I was like, maybe the rap can work. So I think in the future, if I can balance being a special needs assistant and finishing the course and a rapper, I think it would work.
What a mix. What a mix.
I mean, right now I'm a rapper who's a porter in a hospital. I mean, today I just brought like 15 patients for an x-ray and MRIs. It's wonderful. I love this. It's like Superman.
Yeah.
You know, I'm this weird little, what is Superman, a journalist?
Yeah, he's a journalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I'm not actually, no, let's go, that's a bit egotistical. Maybe we'll go with.
Well, we're just talking about the combination of two different roles. That's it.
Exactly.
So I don't think you can fly. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, give me enough weed, I can see.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. You bring that up, man. Are you still? Do you still smoke up a bit?
Oh, I'm sober, lad.
Yeah.
I got sober.
We're gonna talk about this.
Yeah, April 22. April 2022, 345. Yes, April 2022. And for me, it was the hard drugs, the alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, marijuana, that was always a part of my life. As a 13-year-old, I smoked it from like 13 up until 21. Took a little break, but just because I was so heavily on other stuff. But honestly, and people watching it or listening right now will agree with me, but it was just alcohol and cocaine. Those two things, yeah, as wonderful as they are, and probably people listening are going, oh yeah, no, like it's fun for a time, and a time can be a night, 2 nights, 3 weeks, whatever.
6 years.
Oh my God. But it took a hold of my life.
Yeah.
And it very quickly started to alter me, who I was. And it took away like the good parts of me.
Yeah.
All the values that I love, the people that I love. And I lost a lot of relationships and friends because of it. And I can't lie. You know, there was other things involved. And I think it blew up in my face, and I needed to stop that one thing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I was fine hurting myself for however many years, and I would continue if it didn't upset so many people. But once I see it affecting my friends and family to the extent it did, I had to stop.
That's so interesting. I was a heavy stoner for probably, I went to Canada and then came back just before COVID, and then COVID kind of enabled me to just be able to just in this house just smoke weed all day. And I smoked weed all day for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
and like I was under the impression it was making me more creative and more chill. And I was like, dude, it's a medicine, all this kind of stuff. I told everyone all those
your
things.
Justification.
And then in March this year, I was away with my missus, and I used to bring this little Tupperware with my weed with me everywhere on all my trips, and it would have all my shit in it. And I'd be like, we go to a hotel or something. I'd be like, all right, see you in a second. It'd be like a routine of like, we check into the room. All right, see in a bit, I'm going to go out and find a dark little lane, roll up and smoke a joint. And one day I was doing it, we were on a walk, and my missus would never say anything. She'd, in fairness to her, she never was like, I don't like this. She never publicly said that or whatever. Yeah. But I started to look like almost like down on me a little bit. She got kind of embarrassed that I'd be like conscious. We need to not walk around other people because I want to smoke and I don't want people to get annoyed about it, and like constantly trying to like compensate for my addiction basically. And that day, it was March 13th of this year, I was like, I'm going to do a month off and see. And I haven't smoked since.
That was this year?
That was this year. Congratulations,
man.
Thank you, bro.
Because people can say what they want about weed, marijuana, but that can have a hold on you.
Man,
massive.
Of all the things, I've never really been addicted to anything else. I didn't get into like, I'll have a smoke on a night out or whatever. Yeah. But like, I never really got hooked on anything else, but weed had me like, good. And I'm a bit of I used to love like smoking a joint, put my headphones on, going for a walk. Like it enhanced my wanting to like isolate myself.
Of course.
And
it's very easy like that.
Yeah. And it was never like, obviously I've partaken in the fun ones as well.
Yeah,
but like it was always the comfort I got from weed and being able to go on a little like walk and escape for an hour, whatever it is, like that part. And but unfortunately, I think I'm just one of those people that the moderation thing didn't happen for me. Like if I liked it, I liked it. So
yeah.
And since I quit, man, everything's gone up. Do you know what I mean? Everything's improved. So it hurts, man, but unfortunately, it's all for the best. Like obviously I still miss it. Do you know what I mean? There's moments during the week where you're like, oh, a little joint outside. I didn't enjoy it as much when I had it. And that's the problem. Like I didn't appreciate it.
If you went outside after this podcast and smoked a joint, you would not enjoy it.
When I did go, when my period of using in brackets, but like smoking, I would be, it would be daily. It would be like 4 or 5 times a day. And I don't think, I think I almost need to prove to myself that I was convinced I was going to smoke weed for the rest of my life every day. And my dealer was going to be in my life for the rest of my life. And the fact that I was able to, I was like, I need to do a month. If I can prove to myself I can do a month, I don't need it, then everyone who's judging me or saying you're addicted to whatever, I can say, I did a month off, no problem. And then, that first week, did a lot of crying. A lot of texts my mates being like, fuck man, I just need to hear from you. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of, the emotions came out, it was mad. And yeah. No. Cold showers. And then about 2 weeks in, I was like, I think about 2 weeks in, I didn't think about it for a day. I didn't like think of a moment and be like, oh, I'd love to have a joint. And I was like, geez, I haven't thought about it all day today. And since then now, very rarely, like the only annoying thing is it was my reward, same as you. It was my reward mechanism for like, I've just had it. I've killed myself the last like 3 days, delivered a bunch of projects or whatever. And I'd love to go out in the garden and have a smoke and then go in and watch TV. And now you just got to find other ways to do it. But
I mean, you can say whatever you want to yourself and excuse it. But at the end of the day, you know that it's wrong. And I think it can take either years for you to find that out yourself, or a friend or someone important telling you?
I've had a bunch of different people tell me like, I maybe just take, this was years before, like lads who would be like, my good mates would be like, man, I think you have a bit of an issue there. You need to just kind of calm that down. And the reality is I wasn't ready at that point to
There
stop.
you go.
And it took the nicest thing my missus said is she was like, I wanted to so many times, I wanted to say something to him, be like, look, this makes me uncomfortable. And like, I feel like, you know, you're quite touchy to be around. You're very anxious and kind of like sketchy. And like, I would have loved to say like 5 or 6 times to you, would you try and quit for me? And she never did. And then she was like, nothing makes me happier than you deciding yourself, I don't want to do this anymore. And I think the reality was I had to do it myself. I wouldn't have done it. I would have sneakily gone out for joints. I would have gone to shop and come back and blaze off my head. Like I would have done it in like shame. I would have done it in secrecy. And
you're right.
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
would have. You can't
got yourself a good woman on your side. With
she's the best man. We're getting married in May.
Oh,
yeah. Thank you.
Mazel tov, amazing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, buzzing. Love you, baby. So that's the little weed journey. That I wasn't planning on going down that at all.
But it's important to go down it, man.
Yeah.
No matter what age we are, I think in this city, there a lot of people have gone through experience with weed, whether good and bad. It's
just interesting. Like obviously, I knew with you, you're very open in your music about talking about that kind of stuff. So I knew we'd be able to chat about it. And I agree. Like one of the things that got me to quit was YouTube straight away, like how to quit weed or whatever it is. You go to those videos and then you see fucking countless hour-long videos about guys talking about their experiences of quitting. And then you hear so many times of people being like, the things I started smoking for, all the reasons I want to do it, help my anxiety, help my sleep. You do it long enough, it starts to take away from those things. So my anxiety got way worse. I was so anxious all the time.
Yeah.
And my sleep, I couldn't sleep without it. And my sleep, I'd kind of just wake up and be like, have I slept? Because I was just essentially blacked out for
It's such
12
a
hours.
good point.
Yeah.
That was it.
My sleep was, I don't know. Well, the dreams came back.
Did you smoke every day?
Oh yeah.
Like if you're having a joint, what was it? Like a gram in a joint? A gram?
I was doing
a spliff now.
I was doing about 7 grams a week.
Yeah.
So about a gram a day.
Yeah.
And it would like break down into some days are heavier, weekends would be heavier, and then it kind of picked up, and then it was kind of like, number one, I was like, how long is this going to kind of go? Do you know what I mean? Like I was thinking about what am I going to do? Generally think about what I was going to do on my wedding day. Do you know what I mean? Am I going to smoke weed on that day, or am I going to be like sober that day? What am I going to do? And I was like, I can't be thinking about this shit.
When I was younger, like a teenager smoking every day, I was like, I'm marrying a stoner. They have to be a stoner. But like, this is me watching YouTube videos, the lads talking smack, and like, it's just a little dream when you're younger.
See, a lot of the people I admire in the music scene and stuff, it was so glamorized. Like all the people I like to watch, like you watch fucking Biggie, any of these lads, everyone's smoking weed. And I'm like, weed is cool. Yeah. These lads are fucking legends.
Oh, but like Wiz and Snoop Dogg and Lil Wayne, they're aliens, man.
Yeah.
Like they are. And at the same time, Sam, they are A-list celebrities.
Yeah.
They have...
You're not. Yeah, I'm not Lil Wayne. Like.
They have someone who wakes them up and gives them a schedule.
Yeah.
They have, the best facial cleansers to get all that stony out of their eyes. They have a fitness schedule, money, fruit.
They're just driven where they need to go.
Oh, man, you wake up, it's raining and you're in Dublin.
Go be Snoop Dogg. Yeah. There's a part of me, I'm like, I was saying this to Mrs. When I get to fucking 60 and I'm retired...
60, come on. I love that.
Well,
great hopes.
Let's see how. No, but as in, I would love to readdress the weed topic when I'm retired and be like, look, I'm going fishing today, and I'm bringing that. I'm bringing a joint with me. Do you know what I mean?
Why is there a quarter of marijuana in your fishing bag?
Yeah. I don't see any bait.
Yeah.
But I do see a grinder to the fish
a Malaki fella with an ounce of cocaine. Just getting back on it. Don't worry. Good to see you.
See you in 3 years. Yeah. We're going to the Algarve.
We're going to catch a few pike. Yeah, man, that's really interesting. So I respect both sides of it. The fact that she didn't feel comfortable enough saying it to you, even though it made her uncomfortable. But that's like her just wanting to be so good to you and just let you do your thing. Mm-hmm. But also, she was every right to say, cop the fuck on.
It was reverse. And I was like, man,
exactly.
You're drinking every night.
Exactly.
I'm so judgmental.
Exactly.
So like it's one of the countless reasons I love her, but that was for her to not be judgmental in that moment ever.
Holy shit, man.
And I was like, it was the first thing on my mind. If we were like, oh, let's go away on a trip, I was like, okay, well, I gotta meet. Okay, you know, we can leave on Friday, but I gotta meet my dealer on Thursday, and then like if I have that many, that'll get me sick. It was fucking sick when you look back at it. I'm like, that'll get me 7 joints, 2 joints a day. Yeah, fine, we can go. Yeah, that's fine.
You
And like
become
that's
the
just
smartest.
a crazy fucking mentality to be in, bro.
Well, it's just like, you're right, man. But like the hard thing was, mine was like cocaine, and that's the hardest part. It's like try doing that, but with a drug that actually keeps you up and costs 3 times as much.
Yeah,
And I'm like, that's why I got broke so quick.
like that's. Did you have to? I presume, like when you're in the depths of that, you're scraping together any cash you have.
I mean, no, but I'm paying for it now.
Yeah.
At the time, no, Sam, because I had
No
I
pension
had money.
schemes. Yeah.
No, like I wasn't working this part-time job. I did a little bit of work in the hospital because my mother's a nurse. But no, I was okay for cash. I mean, sometimes obviously if I was waiting for cash to come in from a gig or a streaming, I'd get a lend off a friend. But it was becoming too consistent like that where I would ask for a lend. But the bad thing is I always had money there.
Yeah.
And I did get a distribution deal, which is kind of like a label deal, but it's not the same, but still you get an advance of money.
Dangerous, yeah.
And I was 21 and I got 40,000 sterling. And come on, like 40,000 sterling, that's minimum wage, you know, and it was about 48.
But you get that in a lump?
Oh yeah, man. 48,000 euro.
Young.
It was the worst and best thing. I just remember it arriving.
That was a great first weekend. Do you know what I mean? That was a great first weekend.
I won't lie, like it was okay, but because you have that disposable income in your mind, it's endless.
Yeah.
You're tapping.
What age were you?
21.
Oh fuck me.
Yeah,
so
man.
like at that stage, like you get 1,500 from your granny when you're 19 for like congratulations at the end of school, and you're like, I'm fucking loaded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll never have to spend money again.
I think I realize it now because I look back and go, shit, that was a lot of money. At the time I didn't. I was just like, cool.
Yeah.
Now I can understand. I've matured, obviously. I was 21. Don't give a 21-year-old with an addiction problem 50 grand.
When you were 21 there, were you like this is only the start of it? Like it's gonna keep
100%,
rolling like this?
lad.
Yeah.
And it is. Like, let's be honest, money comes and goes. But in the music industry, it comes in stints. And you don't know when the next one is unless you're really on top of it. But that's it at the moment. It's kind of the reason why I have the job. Stability, I love it. But a bit extra cash.
Are you at all... You hear stories of a lot of independent artists now kind of demonizing the label distribution deals, like that kind of stuff, and it affects them. Was that something you were conscious of, or did you have a decent deal with a decent label? Like, was there any part of, I don't know the specifics of deals, but do they try and influence the kind of music you're releasing or anything like that?
Fortunately, I've never experienced that. I've been an independent artist since I've began in 2019. It's 2025. I've been independent the entire way.
Nice.
I won't lie. I never wanted to until this last year. I have been pushing to get a label. Sony, hit me up. Because
Same, actually.
Yeah. We need new cameras.
Same,
and mics. Yeah,
let's do it.
Because at the end of the day, I don't want to work in a hospital for the rest of my life. I love it. But I want to be working in the thing that I know I want to do. So if I just had an extra bit of money in my back pocket to... Even for a year, I could go off somewhere and write and record constantly. If someone just gave me that chance and space,
Imagine what you'd make, man.
that's all I've.
Imagine what you'd create in that kind of time. Like.
I'm saving up to hopefully do that. But I mean, what a label can give you is the contacts, the places, the studios, and then they put you in front of the audience as well. And I mean, yes, label deals are shite almost 99% of the time.
Yeah,
I've been offered a few and. Well, all bar one were like shit money, but the one that was good money was a label called Greenback Records.
Oh, the boys. Yeah. Up the lads.
Terrible.
Up the fucking boys.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So
you and Exhibit, ripping it up together like.
Yeah, I mean here.
Don't sign with Greenback Records.
No.
You're fucking,
it's just, I mean, obviously, like I had to address the elephant in the room, and they were completely aware of it, and I respect them. They were, but there was just the money was good, the offer was good, but I was just like, I'm sorry, there's no way in hell I can sign this because of the association.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, that was like the best offer I've gotten, and I like, of course, it was just like, ah, and then you go, no, you can't give away your morals for an extra bit of cash.
Yeah.
So I'm still working in the hospital.
Yeah.
until a better day comes.
Well, man, you like, I don't want to fucking come across like an absolute sap, but like, you're so good. Like, genuinely, like, your music is so fucking sick.
Thank you.
That I'm like, that's why I was so gobsmacked that you're not. This isn't like you're not living in mansions. Do you know what I mean? Like, that sounds crazy to say, but like, your music is
I get it.
the same level that I listen to any of the other artists I like. Like, your music, production wise, quality of lyrics, what the music makes you feel, what you're talking about, hits all those points as the biggest artist I listen to. Whoa. So genuinely, like, and I have no doubt you're gonna get there. Your level of ability is there. But for you to stay loyal to that, and like your morals and stuff in the face of like an opportunity. So like, anyway.
Well, I know something else will come because thank you. And I think even if I don't believe that, hearing it from you, I feel it. And I can feel it. And I think the majority of people I've met along this journey have said the same thing.
Yeah, man.
And I really believe that because your mind is going to tell you other things. Let's be honest. I'm sure you've questioned this venture, but you shouldn't because I'm telling you right now, I'm here sitting with you talking.
Yeah, man.
So it's important to keep
No,
going.
This is you. You're validating this for me as much as me saying that to you. Like, your time is fucking, even you taking the time is fucking sick. Even talking to you is nuts.
Mutual, man. Thank you.
When you have, like, what would, I'm trying to think now for your like, if you deal, like, right now, like, are you working on, what would you be working on right now? Like, are you working on music? Are you working on individual songs? Is there an album you're looking to work on? Like, what is your point of focus, like, going into 2026, let's say?
Oh, okay, that's better. Because when I started in 2025, it was an album. Yeah. It was like, this is debut album year. But at the same time, I was looking for labels. Yeah. So I accumulated a shitload of songs, about 8 songs there that are nearly finished. And working with a guy called Nick Mills over in London, and he's Lowell Carner's producer. He did Hugo.
Yeah, lads, that's my fucking boy. All right, and that's exactly who you should be working with.
There we go.
His song "Odelengi," the doom.
Of course,
that's so you. Okay, cool. Continue.
He did Hugo. That last album, he had a massive part to play in that. Also, the one before that was a Not Waving But Drowning. Was it something different?
No, I think it was Not Waving But Drowning.
And he's worked with these incredible musicians, Elton John, Kendrick Lamar in his early days. But like, this guy is just this humble, sweet guy. You know, has a studio in his back garden. It's just, we just became like best friends. It's lovely. So when I met him about 2 years ago, I knew right away. I was like, I want you to be the person to make this album, because not only do we get along like 2 peas in a pod, but you are a fucking magician and you know what I want and I like you. So it was album time, but as time progressed, the idea of a label became less and less. So every time I get my salary paycheck at the end of the month, a portion of it goes to Nick for producing the next song, and a portion that goes to me and then to my mom for rent. And that's been consistently for the last 5 or 6 songs. And that's why I need a label. Not necessarily a label, but some sort of financial support. Sure. So I think after a while, I realized when the label thing isn't happening as of yet, I had a look around at marketing and music marketing at the moment and how people are doing it. It has changed, whether we like it or not. And the idea of an album, I still love and I cherish. But in my mind, I am just, right now, I'm just as comfortable to continuously release singles that I love. Yep. Until something pops up or something occurs. And I don't just mean wind out the window. I mean, it grabs the attention of an individual and they say, I love this. And I was like, oh, great, because I've just released 6 others before that and I've got 4 more to go. Do you want to fund an album?
Let's fucking do this.
Let's do this. Yeah. And I think I've done that. I've accumulated a shitload of work. I've worked my ass off. I've just released 3 singles, 4 singles, and I have another one coming on the 27th of this month on Thursday.
Go.
Yeah. So I'm not going to stop. And I'm going to continue doing this rollout until...
Send it to me.
Yeah, I'd love to. I will send it to you after this.
Dude,
after this.
Thank you.
And that's what it's at for me. I mean, you can look at it and go, you got to make an album, stick to the routine. Man, the routine has changed. Yeah. The top songs that you hear are on the charting are all from TikTok. All these breakthrough artists, they start from TikTok. And some of them have no management agent or scheduling. They're just releasing as they go. And that's what works. Yeah. You can stick to this schedule, this routine that I've been doing for the last 6 years, or you can try something different.
People don't even listen to albums really anymore, man.
Yeah, and I still cherish it, Sam. But
I love the idea of a piece, like a
beautiful,
curated piece.
Conceptual as well. I've always been a conceptual album guy. And I think the idea of it will never die, and I will hopefully keep that alive. But right now, I'm trying to get in my bag. I'm trying to do my thing and release, and build up a bit of momentum. And from there, hopefully, as they say, be on the pig's back and see what happens.
And we're away.
Yeah.
Like I have a half sister who's 10 and all her music comes from TikTok. And then if I asked her what her favorite album was, she'd be like, she may say what's an album. I'm not even joking. She might say what's an album, or then she'd probably say Sabrina Carpenter. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
true, Sam.
But she does, like she has songs that she likes and artists that she likes. But I was like, oh, what album is that from? I don't think she'd be able to be like, oh, it's from this. They don't digest.
Shit.
They don't digest. It's all playlists. It's all like hot.
I forgot about that, man.
Hot 30.
Yeah.
Whatever they are. Like it's
physical
mad.
album. I forgot, man. Like, well, here's the thing. Like she could still go to Sabrina Carpenter's show and buy a vinyl.
Yeah.
And be like, look at this. What is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can play that if you want and get a whole different feel. But I mean, I knew someone who was selling like mixtapes at their show, cassette tapes.
Yeah.
No one's going to fucking play that. It's just cool though.
Yeah, it is sick.
Yeah.
Like I still have, it'd be I could maybe count on one hand, like the albums that I could be like this start, like top to bottom, flawless.
Give me one.
Coloring Book, a Chance the Rapper. Did you ever listen to that?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
That was probably the first album I listened to where I was like, I listened to the whole thing and was like, oh, everything hits.
Yeah.
Like everything is perfect.
He came across so well in that.
Yeah.
One. Everything.
And then it kind of changed after that. But that album.
Is Brain Cells in that one?
That might be
my brain cells.
That might be the one before. I'll give you the whole fucking
That's
list
Acid Rap, sorry.
Yeah, Acid Rap is also fantastic.
So is Coloring Book the one with Juke Jam?
Yeah. We used to go to the ring. We used to go to the ring. Oh.
Man, that was my
I was in Canada when that came out, and that was when my weed journey started.
Cocoa Butter Kisses.
Yeah.
That is one of the best hip hop songs
Cigarettes
of
on
modern
cigarettes.
hip-hop.
My mama thinks I stink.
Get it on. Yeah, get them out. What's that?
I got burn holes in my hoodies on my clothes. Yeah.
No, what's that guy? Twister. I can make a bit of flow, bit of better with a juicy. Twister, man.
It was. What
happened to Twister?
Twister is Sunshine. He did Sunshine. Was Twister on that? The remix of Sunshine.
Twister's class, man.
I'm gonna have to listen to Twister after
Twister
this.
was like 90s fucking that like basketball.
I need a producer on this to just be pulling Google shit out of this while I'm talking, man. I'm trying to do that.
You need
now.
to get one that goes, yo, Timmy, look up Twister. Where is he now?
Yeah, lovely. He did the Lovely Day remix. Yeah, 100%.
Twister.
There's I'm getting heavy again, but fuck, I need to ask this question.
We love a bit of life.
You have I can't remember where. Did you say this in a song? Did you say this in an interview? You said the irony of loneliness is that we're all feeling it.
Yeah. Do you know what, man? I would love to be able to take that credit, but I can't remember where I heard it from. But I actually did a interview on Saturday, and that same thing came up again. We were just speaking about mental health and music and just the ridiculousness of feeling lonely.
Yeah, man.
But that is the act of loneliness. You are alone and you're feeling it alone. But it is always hilarious to me because there's no way that there's people in this world that haven't had that feeling. And that's why I always just try to project a certain person that you can be a little bit more open and vulnerable. Because if that is the way we can act, it's a lot easier to be lonely. Because sorry to interrupt, but the fact why it's so hard to be lonely is because you don't feel accepted. I don't want to upset this person or ruin the vibe. Just tell me you feel shit, man. Like then we can at least acknowledge it and move on.
Lads are bad at that.
Obviously, that's ingrained in us. It's changing.
Yeah,
it is changing. I think our generation is less drink, more talk, more high rocks and gym.
A lot of high rocks. Yeah. I just shot at the high rocks this week for one of my mates. I was doing a video for them.
Do you have to get a guard of vetting for that?
A lot of lads whipping the shirts off, like a lot of shirts, and so early on.
Wow, like you're in the car park. Give it a second. Yeah,
just don't wear a shirt. If you're going to do it, just don't wear it. Don't whip it off halfway through your first run. But these boys jacked up motherfuckers, man.
I get it, man. It's a part of the culture. Like, I'm just not me, but go for it. Like.
Me and you used to do High Rocks. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
3.5 hours, like 2 minutes. We have a little tracker here. We're there all day, blazed. But have you found that this is something I'm kind of experiencing now, like as you get older, is your like circle of mates, like obviously when you were younger and like in your party days, like fun Malaki days, did you obviously probably had a ton of mates then, or a ton of people you did drugs with, and like that was kind of your circle. Have you found like as you get older that circle's getting smaller and smaller, and you might have
100%. Like the most important thing is retaining those mates that you had when you were very young. Unfortunately, we've just grown apart from each other, and that to me is very upsetting. I think when it crosses my mind, it is that thing of, you know, when I have a wedding or a anniversary or a momentous occasion that I want to say, these were the guys that were by my side from this age. They remember that moment. I don't get to see them as much. It's just naturally grown apart. But I mean, the importance of trying to retain that, I wish I could have. I probably still can.
Yeah.
But they were so special because they just molded me as a person. And they really saw me for who I was, because I think when you're that age, you're so insecure and unsure that you're just projecting and doing anything. And like, I don't know if you can tell, like I was just ADHD riddled and troublesome and just erratic. And they were great. Like they kind of put me in my box and we understood our roles. There was like, you know, there was the angry one, there was the stoner one that was just anxious all the time, and then there was the guy who could throw a punch like Muhammad Ali.
Nice.
And then there was me.
I need one of those.
Yeah. We did have one. He was incredible. Just bring Dean, hit.
So
Dean,
handy.
punch.
So handy to have that in the back pocket. We'd be like,
bang.
go on, now I got Dean.
Yeah, Dean, punch.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right.
I was the pacifist, but also, I mean, yeah, man, we had like great.
You were probably
time.
vicious with words. You could probably rip someone apart with your words.
No,
like,
not Dean. Send Malaki in.
Yeah.
You're not a nice guy. You should go home, bitch. Like,
I don't like the way you talk to me. Who is this fucking guy, man?
12 years old. No, I'm so grateful for them because we had a great time. We had a fucking great time, and we spent a lot of time together. A lot of marijuana. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We smoked a shitload, man.
Yeah.
In weird ways, in creative ways, covering it in honey and sprinkling keef on the outside, rolling these monstrosities and just having fun with it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
just crazy kids having fun.
Exactly.
Getting absolutely zonked. Like,
I don't regret
man.
a bit, but I will say 3 out of 4 of us are addicts.
Yeah.
So it does say something. 3 out of 4 of us have had to cut everything.
Yeah. No, so you're all meeting up like on the night out. You're like, man, we had some serious issues. Like, yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Cup of tea.
Joint? What, the one lad who was addicted was like, joint? Like, absolutely not. Like,
Yeah. Sooner or later, let's be honest.
Yeah, man, hopefully. I want to ask you quick, like, what are we at here? I want to let you go home at some point.
To be honest, Sam, I'm chill. Don't worry too much.
Flaked out. Don't fucking tempt me, man. I'll sit here all day. What have you learned, or what are your learnings now from the Irish scene and trying to make it in the Irish scene right now? Like, is it inherently more difficult to like try and grow as an artist in Ireland? Because like from your level, like when you say Nick works with Loyal Carney there, it's exactly who you should be working with. If I had to like draw parallels between you and another artist. Also, do you know Tom Misch is?
Of course, man.
I put you two there very parallel to each other in like the way that your music makes me feel.
Well, it was Tom Misch and Lola Carner when I was like 16. They were the kids that, you know, crazy dreams. Crazy. And I was like, this is it. This is fucking hip hop. And I would listen to Biggie. But yeah, I get what you mean. You asked a great question. Is it more difficult to grow in Ireland as a musician in this industry? No. Like, luckily, like I started when I was 19, but there's people popping off now, but no. And maybe I can say for every other city, but you know what? I don't know it. For Dublin, the great thing about Dublin City is it's small.
It is.
People catch on pretty quickly. And what I've noticed with the people that are up and coming or doing their own thing and releasing a song here and there, it does not take a lot for the attention to catch on and the snowball effect to happen. So if you're out there and you're listening, you're thinking about doing something, you're like, you're a small fish in a big pond. No, you're not, man. You can count how many musicians there are in Ireland that are, you know, in the spectrum of making it.
Yeah.
So, and also that making it thing, there's like an underground scene in Ireland that, I mean, we don't really have that stepping stone like other cities do, where it starts in underground and then developing artists, then up and coming, then
it's just
develop.
you're here, and then you're
jump. Oh,
look at like fucking Jazzy and Khaki Kid and like all this, like, boom, explosion.
Exactly, man.
Yeah,
like that's it. It can be an overnight thing. And I didn't have, oh my God, I didn't have TikTok when I started.
yeah. In my day, it was Bebo.
We didn't have the TikTok.
Yeah.
We didn't. And let's face it, if one good thing happens, like Moyo, for example, like wonderful artist, and I knew it from the beginning. Once I started working with him in London, we would make beats together and he would sing, but not like he does now. I'd say he was a bit more reserved, but he just put that one video up of him singing that song Moments, which I always loved, and I never knew why it didn't get the attention, but then it hit and everything's going well for him now, and it is so deserved. Because a lot of the Irish artists here are Irish, African, Irish, whatever, Irish, Asian, and that needs to we need to shine a light on that, because that's where the cool stuff is happening.
Yeah.
It's the integration of culture and music and Irish culture and whatever else they grew up around. It's amazing, man.
That's how you get the best dishes. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Throwing in all these other flavors.
Fuck,
like,
man, I hate going to my Irish friends' gaff. Like, bring me anywhere else.
a lot
Give
of
me some jollof rice. Like,
that's fuck. It's you're spot on about the Irish scene. People just kind of pop. Do you know what I mean?
They
Like
do.
something hits, and like TikTok is part of that. I almost want to sound fucking old here, but like your music, it would be a disservice to just take 15 seconds of one of your songs, and that would be the thing that pops. I don't even know what part I'd grab. Do you know what I mean?
oh yeah, man, I forgot about that.
How do you fucking split down most days?
So, I mean, from what I've spoken to about with marketing people, it's you have to pick the catchiest part, usually a chorus, and you have to use that part over and over, because you're almost using it as an effect on someone.
Yeah.
You're trying to ingrain it in their mind. So if you do a different 15 seconds every time, it's not going to work. And you'll notice it on someone's page when they're trying to push a song. You'll scroll to the next thing and go, out of it, because they're using the same thing every time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's just rinse and repeat.
Yeah. I wonder if they start to hate their music or hate those parts of their music.
I mean, I'm sure there is a few, let's be honest. But I mean, I don't hate any of my songs. I love performing all of them.
Yeah. I'd say you're very proud of your collection of music. Like
Definitely, man.
the standard of your shit's fucking nuts. You didn't really have, man, I listened from the very start and like
Whoa.
go back to your fucking first few tunes. The fucking production's nuts, man, from the very start. Like
They were recording rooms like this with blankets over our heads. With
wild.
With €50 microphones, man. Like climbing into closets to get better acoustics.
wild.
It really does show you don't need that equipment
Yeah.
to get started. Do whatever you want.
Do you get recognized in Dublin?
Yeah, I would.
Do people hear you talk? Or like when you sent me a voice message, I was like, yeah, that voice hits straight away. Like I'd hit it off that
was
one,
really
Nathan.
funny.
It was mad.
I loved that because that was really funny. I went for a sauna the other day in Dundrum.
Yeah, you look
and
like a sauna guy. Yeah, yeah.
I'm sober. I need
could
something.
yeah. God, I love being cold and
This
all.
is class.
God, I love extremities.
God, man, you have
Yeah.
to seawater every night. Come here, though. I went to a sauna and I just said, "What's crack, man? How are you?" And he gave me such a weird look, and I was like, "Is everything okay?" And he was like, "Why do I know your voice?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Why do I know your voice?" And I was like, "I do music." And he was like, "Malaki, that's you, fella." And we started having a chat.
Yeah.
But then we had a lovely conversation. I said, "Thank you." I got changed. Then I started dipping myself into the barrel and I got under the shoulders. And then I just started hearing most days on the speakers outside. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Do you get embarrassed or like bashful when someone's like, good, man, good.
Nah,
You
like
shouldn't.
I got a little bit like, oh God, man, don't turn this off. I was with my cousin. It was just hilarious. But no, I'm proud of that, man.
Good, you
Like,
should be.
Yeah, man, everyone be proud of your work.
Because you,
Yeah.
it's weird with like musicians because you're so like vulnerable in all your music. I'm like, I know it. I feel like I know a ton about you just
Yes,
based off your
and I
music. Do you
love
know what I
that,
mean?
man. I love
So
that.
like you know, fuck all about me, and then I could chat to you and be like, how's everything?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, geez.
God bless you. Yeah. God bless your heart. Like,
But you're right, man. But like, I think that's just what I'm trying to promote or project, like mainly towards men, young men as well. Just like, don't be afraid to fucking wear it on your sleeve.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I think at the beginning I was a little bit more embarrassed and scared, mainly for what my parents were going to think. because I
Yeah.
was talking about drugs and violence and sex from a very young age in
Yeah.
these songs. I was like, I'm paraphrasing. It's
My son's a musician,
Yeah.
so talented. Show him your new music.
fuck that bitch. I'm like, luckily I don't rap like that. But it was hard in the beginning, but I think I knew what I was doing was right. And especially because it started to spark up the ears of people who were just like, thank you, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, you're a daddy, brother. It was like, you helped you
Wow,
helped
you're
me.
fucking daddy,
Yeah.
man.
Which
Fuck,
I
I'm
appreciate.
stoned.
all compliments are good, but I think the ones where they were meaningful.
Yeah, what do your fans look like? They all like emotional blokes. Loads of lads like me.
Oh, Malaki, man, come here, brother.
I'm good to see you, man. I just had a really tough,
Do you know what?
had a tough whole week,
Yeah.
man, you know?
Do you want? Let me just spit a 16 for you real quick, man. Stay there. No, do you know? I was getting concerned with being regarded as the mental health rapper.
Yeah.
So, but like, fuck off. I think it's just because Dublin's small, and I started doing a lot with the Late Late, Pieta, mental health advocate, and yeah, I stand by it. But I was not that person. I was using it as therapy, and
That's what music
involuntarily-
is, man. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
involuntarily, I think a friend of mine said it to me for taking the piss. I was like, no, I'm not. Look, watch me spit a 16 about some girl down the road. You know what I mean? I don't need to talk about how sad I am.
I think I hope anyway, like for me, it's obviously different for every single person. I much prefer songs that have a bit of fucking depth to them, man.
Exactly, me
Personally.
too. Yeah.
And like you mentioned Biggie there, I actually saw one of your interviews there. You were like, I think it was like song you could listen to over and over and it was Juicy. And I was like, that was the fucking, probably the first rap I ever learned back to back flawlessly.
Same.
And his music, man, he lyrically the best ever. And I'll fucking argue with people all day about it.
Up in the limousine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so easy, man. He's so easy to flow. I was speaking to Alva Reddy. Do you know her? She's a singer.
Yeah.
And we were doing an interview on Saturday, and she was just like, Irish people definitely see you and know you, but they're too embarrassed to say it.
Oh, it's
They
weird.
don't like celebrity culture.
I'm the opposite of that. I love going up to people that I know and being
man.
like, I think it's very few and far between that someone will come up to me and be like, here, I listen to your podcast or whatever. But when that happens,
You never know.
he might as well be my fucking long lost brother.
Exactly,
I'm
man.
like, man.
That's why I love it, because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
means that people still care. And I know I have the song Ego, but that was a different thing. I always appreciated when someone came up to me, especially when they gave some reason behind it. Like, it wasn't just, love your music, man. It was, I love this song because of that. Because that's who I am as well.
Yeah.
I listen to music with substance. And if I could say it to the person without coming across like a creep, I will.
Yeah.
Please
But
do. Stop me.
Lads do. There's definitely lads who be like, I'm not going to go up to him and fucking tell him I think he's cool. Who the fuck is he? Whereas I'd be like, I have to go and say something. And even if he goes like, they're a little bit weird about him, like, man, you do something that I try to put stuff out there to connect with people. So if someone did that for me,
Yeah, man.
I'd 100% love someone to come and be like, man, I listened to this podcast from Malaki and, you know, God, really felt something in that.
There
That
you
would
go.
make my fucking day.
There you go.
Do
If
that.
you're listening, go up and say something, guys.
Please say something. I just want to fucking talk to people, man. Jesus
I'll put a
Christ.
wig on and fucking approach it.
Are you when you do like, I wonder what's the biggest show you've done to date?
When you say biggest, what do you mean?
I would say, okay, let's put another way. What's your favorite show you've done today?
My favorite show, my little emotional heart. I'm like, going for the one that was this or this. You know, it had to have been like selling out the Academy
Sick.
when I was 21. And I think I was the second rapper to ever do it. I think your man, Cello or something. Anyway,
Cello.
Yeah, I think he did it as well just
Cello.
before. A legend.
Yeah.
But that for me, because it was like the homecoming, we did our first ever tour. It was the height of COVID again. So the restrictions were down. And we got a call 2 days before the show to say, you may need to reschedule this because they're locking down the doors on that day. But we got permission to use the venue up until 11:30 p.m. And that was when, so it was the night that I forgot about this. It was the night that all the regulations came down.
Horrible day. Yeah.
But we had one more night to go.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then we were flying to London the next day to play our sold out show in Camden as well. So it was just like, we're playing this one in the hometown, it's locking down, and then we're going to London. That was just, that was when I realized the impact and that I made it for me.
When you say we, do you have people that you play with when you're when you're on stage? Do you have a band that you work with, or do you have a
Oh,
producer or whatever it is? Like, what is the
well, at the
setup when you're
time
on
it was
stage?
Matthew, and then I think Lucy opened for me. But I mean, I say we because I really did feel like, I mean, my whole family and my friends are backstage.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It felt
The
like
royal
that.
we. I like it.
Yeah, and I loved it because I got to do the set design. I used makeup. I used two different outfits. I did 2 different outfit changes. I said, "Fuck, I'm going all out."
Pop that shirt off at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, of course I did, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I sweat like a bitch on stage. So I was having a ball. That one was probably the biggest for me. But like I've done the headline or main stage at Forbidden Fruit.
Yeah.
That was
Fuck.
incredible.
Yeah.
My big head on those fucking tellies. That was cool.
Do you have moments when you're on stage then be like, yeah, this is what I was meant to do? Do you have that kind of connection when you're on stage?
Yeah, there was one that I would always, I always just used to use the limelight as a way of recognizing that, you know, there is a certain, I don't want to say power. It's not like power. Like people say, oh, it's like the best drug ever, whatever, if that's your description. But like, it's very difficult to describe it. I mean, it's almost like, you know, heroism in like hundreds of years ago, or like being in front of like, you know, your army and you're the captain. It's because they are behind you every step of the way. You see it at like a kneecap show at Fontaine's DC.
Yeah.
You have them in the palm of your hand. They will listen to your every move, motion, and word.
It is a powerful position to be in.
It is. And I think now you're seeing the political aspect of that and the control it can have and the effect on the young people. So I don't get me wrong, it is. Because if you say, F this, and this, or do this on stage, people will probably go home and do it.
If you said fucking burn this place to the ground.
Yeah,
people would
man.
do it,
You've seen like Woodstock 99,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of these things.
Great documentary.
Yeah, man. Things can go wrong, you
Yeah.
know? So I think when you're given that, you know, be respectful of it. But I always was just so appreciative. I've just, my gratitude on stage to just allow that people allowed me to get up there and pour out my heart. Because I always did that spoken word piece. And when I had very little songs, I only had about 10, I had to do some of the sadder ones to fill out the set list.
Yeah.
So you just had to listen to the sad shit.
Yeah.
To listen to the upbeat and more fun stuff.
How do you balance your set list? Are you conscious that you're like, I need to, obviously you are, you want to bring some energy to like the episode, but like there's tunes that you have that are, what would you say? Slower, less energetic, that I'd be like, if you didn't play that, I'd be fucking raging. So you gotta like, I suppose you just curate your set list like that. And
Yeah,
you're like,
man. Just judge it by where you're going.
Yeah.
You know, when I was playing Reading and Leeds like 2 years ago, I was like, oh, this has to be upbeat and fun. No sad shit. Because people will walk out that tent.
Yeah.
And they do. So you mold it to what the venue, what your people, what you think. Also, you know, you don't have to do that. If you feel like going a little bit wild, go for it. But I like to make people happy, I won't lie. So I've selected, the bangers are always in the same. There's one at the beginning, one in the middle, and one at the end. And I've always ended with Cup of Tea.
Yeah.
And that from the beginning has always ended with Cup of Tea, which is hilarious. I still haven't left that.
I wonder if you ever will. Now it might be too stapled into you now.
I don't know, man. But I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's just, it never changed. It's always Cup of Tea is the last song. And maybe it's just a tip of the hat to the memories and the feeling of it all. And, you know, I remember playing Trinity
And
Ball.
tip to the OGs as well. Do you know what I mean? Like the people who were like, here, he's doing Cup of Tea at the end.
Yeah.
Like you're tipping the cap to them as well.
They know. Yeah, man.
If you have this is the kind of last thing I want to chat to you about. When you're writing, what does your writing process look like? When do you like to write? Like, is it when I was chatting to Aaron Rowe, he mentioned that he used to just write off whenever he kind of the emotion came to him, and then he did start to have to like structure his writing a little bit more and be like, yeah, on Sunday I'm going to try and write some music. And he was constantly kind of battling between, I need to wait for inspiration to come, but also I need to, you know, this is work to an extent, and I need to be producing music. I need to have time dedicated to doing that.
Wow.
And he was kind of battling am I doing as good a job when it's not, you know, inspired and on the spot? And like, I guess the kind of battle he has with that, of doing that. Like, when do you like to write? Like, do you have periods of like weeks where you're like, I can't stop fucking writing music, and then other ones where you're like, there's nothing coming to me right now?
I'd say yes. Yeah. It's really interesting to hear Aaron's taking it. I mean, songwriting is not a conventional job. You can't wake up in the morning, put on your suit.
Aaron said it was like fishing.
Beautiful.
That's what he said. And he was like, you have to show up. And he was like, sometimes you catch something, sometimes you don't.
That's beautiful. Aaron, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Well, cast the rod in my direction.
Yeah.
Because I'd fucking, that's brilliant. It's not a conventional job. You don't wake up and put a suit and tie on and go about your daily tasks. So, I mean, on your way to work, you might look for other things that spark your interest. The person sitting on the bench, the smell of the air, that annoying person in your ear speaking too loud on the phone. I think these are all the things that I try to open my mind, my eyes to a little bit more. It's been wonderful because it then has an effect on me as a person, trying to look at the simple things a little bit more.
You do that a lot in your music.
I do.
You talk a lot about like journeys on the bus, a coin flip or a sound of a coin on the ground. Like you pick up on these little details and it helps me as a listener feel like I'm in that moment with you. Do you know what I mean? When you do those little things, and I'm like, I know what that feels like.
Well, I think it's the duty of a songwriter to ground a listener. If that's what you would like to do with an artist, that's what I want to be able to do, is make you feel like you're on cloud nine, but then also bring you back down to ground. Because let's face it, this world is a rat race right now. It's very difficult to feel grounded and to stop and become mindful of what you're doing. And I think the wonderful thing about what I try to do when I songwrite is bear in mind the simplistic things, the things we overlook, you know, the feeling of the coins in your palm, your hand, and you're rubbing them, or, you know, watching someone in your family do a task over and over again that you don't necessarily make note of until one day dad opens the door in such a weird way. It's imprinted, like I can hear the latch imprinted in my brain.
Yeah.
And I think that's really interesting to note and then write about, because these are the things that are overlooked. And when those moments are gone, and, you know, if something happens to my father, that memory I'll always have. And I think that's a really important thing when you're constantly running in our lives and this chaos around us. It's sometimes easy just to listen to the things that are more simple and are overlooked.
I can tell my dad's in the shower.
Brilliant.
When he was younger, because he used to do that. It sounded like he was dying. So he was, I don't know what he was doing in there. My brother will know exactly what I'm saying, who listened to this. He did this like kind of like roar in the morning. Like I can't explain to him, but like me and my brother,
The
like,
music,
what
or
the
was it
fuck
burning?
is he doing in there? Like, and
I mean,
it would always come in. I can't fucking explain it, like, but it was always.
I'd
always
say
be
that for part two.
What the fuck? And then my mum would go up and down the stairs, and in particular, it sounded like she was like running, sprinting up and down the stairs. So I'd be like,
Footsteps.
Santa, you don't know if she's coming down to fucking kill you, or she's just got great news, whatever it is. But she used to pound up and down those stairs.
this is an old house, right? Like probably 60s. I mean, tell me, could you tell who was walking on the floorboards by how they're, you know, for me, my house is old as well.
Yeah.
The floorboards and the pressure of the person on them would tell me who they are.
I could tell
way
by
they
the way doors opened and closed.
There you go.
And my dad pounds through doors.
Yeah.
So he pushes and like if that door didn't catch, if the latch didn't catch, he's hitting into the door. You know what I mean? Whereas like my mum would open the door and push
Elegant,
it.
yes, of course.
He kind of he cannonballs through rooms, attacks rooms when he goes into them.
I'm here.
But yeah, like
no one here.
it's weird. It's weird now. I have them back here now. Obviously, they were the last time my dad was here was probably when he was like leaving my mum. Do you know what I mean? So now he comes back in and we're living here, and he comes in and he's like, "This is weird." It's like, this is mad.
Sure
it must be like I can't even imagine.
Grew up in
like,
a family.
because I obviously when I was 13, you can't. It's only when you get to like this age and you'd be like, "Dad, this is mental that like." I live here now and you used to live here with Ma. Like, is this all a fucking trip? Because it feels like a different life for me.
As well.
Yeah, man. How fucked up is that?
Thing.
He's like, this house is cursed. Don't do it.
How old are you, Sam?
31.
Okay. Yeah, you're still a young man. Like,
Right there. But I've known her fucking 10 plus years. So
Yeah.
I had to like.
But it's more I'm more so talking about like that feeling of growing up in your home and then it becoming your home.
Yeah.
I mean, whether that happens
There's-
in my gaff, I don't know.
There's a weird, there's definitely a comfortable, like I used to sit there. We had a TV in that little corner there. I fell off the top of that. That used to feel like the Eiffel Tower, that cupboard.
Oh, 100%.
That used to feel like the tallest thing in the world. And they used to have little lanches on it. And I climbed up to that once to get something and it broke and I fell on a train track down there onto my back. Remember it so clearly. Like, and my mum used to work in here. I had, remember MSN, all that stuff? I had a very horny message with the girl on the desktop in there and I almost ejaculated for the first time at that laptop. Like, it's remarkable.
Horny message.
Sam,
how are you? Kissy face.
Oh,
that's brilliant.
Oh my God, I love you.
Yeah.
Mom, get out of here. Mom, LimeWire is not working. Trying to download a shitload of porn. But yeah, man, here, look, I'll let you go home. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Although you finish on
Close
that.
on that.
Brilliant.
Thank you for your time, bro. You're a fucking gent.
Oh, my pleasure, Sam.
I wish you all the success, and I guarantee it's all coming. And I can't wait to hear your new shit. Please send me your new tune.
I will. I actually assure you.
I'll
I
give
have
you
your
my-
WhatsApp.
I'll give you my honest feedback, and I'm sure I'll fucking love it.
Please. I will send it to you once we leave.
Yeah, man. Unreal. Thank you for listening, everyone. Fucking get at Malaki's shit. You know he's fucking unbelievable. What are you talking about?
Malaki.
And listen to my tunes. Not tunes.
He's got tunes?
No. My collection of spoken word. That's what
Nice
that
one.
shit.
That's important.
Yeah, lads. Appreciate it all. Talk to you later. Peace.